If you're a groomer trying to level up, you need to check out Groom Haus. They've got top quality grooming courses, live webinars with some of the best in the world, and now a brand new academy for in-person training, hands-on seminars, and real networking. You can even download their app and get free access to a private social media network just for groomers. Whether you're stacking trophies or stacking clients, Groom Haus is where you grow. Hit up groomhouse.com and get in the house. Thegroomhouse.com. TheGroomhaus.com.
Oh, where our heads would be? Okay.
Or where our heads would be like...
I might have to do mine left-handed.
Yeah, mine really sucks with my left hand, but are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. We got it.
Okay, stop moving. Be quiet.
Shush.
Be quiet. Welcome to your favorite grooming podcast, another grooming podcast. I'm Kat Graney.
I'm Nathan Austin.
I'm Kathleen Austin.
And I'm Juan Rivera.
I think I'm getting my thing finally.
What thing?
My mic. Huh? No, my mic.
Oh.
I did get my period though. Did I tell you I was late? Because I was totally in sync with Ashley. We were like
That's
same
right.
day, same time. And then randomly this last time I was 3 days late. So for a minute I was like, whoa, what's happening here? But then I guess Jeanette started that day, so I guess my body just jumped
You're
ship.
like, what the heck? Nathan was vasectomized.
Yeah, I seriously. Nathan was like, "Would you be mad if I asked you to take a DNA test? Like, if you did end up pregnant?" And I was like, "I wouldn't be mad because I would get it, but I'd want to first take you into the clinic
Like,
to get your semen
No, that's
checked."
not what I said.
Okay, what
I
did you
said-
say?
I said I'm not going to ask you, but it will always be forever in my mind. As like in the back of my mind.
but
you
it
know?
is possible, right? This is very rare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or no?
I
It's
was just like,
possible.
it would be like, I don't think you did, but like it would always be a what
Well, how
if in
could
my
it not
mind.
be? But that's why I said first we'd go in and get your sperm checked because we would see if there was anything in there. But I heard of a case of a woman who got pregnant. Her husband had a vasectomy. They went and had the sperm tested. They were like, there's no semen in here. And then they ended up getting a DNA test. It was his because she was like, bro, no, I've never cheated on you.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one sperm.
Yeah.
Just one has to make it.
Badass.
That sperm was like,
Strong.
and then at that point, it's like, do you keep it or not? Because like,
It's
then
divine
you're like, yeah,
intervention.
you're like, is God telling me I need this kid? But I don't want any more kids, so don't do that to me. I'm done.
I'm wearing the Canadian suit right now.
Pulling that Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the host?
Why
Kat.
do we have a blindfold? Who knows? So for anybody who was wondering, those are dragon puppets that Isolde, my daughter, makes. She is like religious about it, essentially, at this point. She makes at least one a day, and she spends hours and hours. She takes orders from people, like my employees. She'll ask like what they want. She'll bring it home. She'll make it. She's made like some really creative ones.
Yeah.
I keep telling her like, you could sell these, dude.
Yeah.
Like they're so intricate and so cool. Like she has one that has two heads, so you can like split it, and it's got, but it's
Oh, shit.
attached, so it's one dragon head, but it like splits into two.
She even has the little fingy ones that just fit on the tip of your finger.
She makes tiny versions, so like mine, the little strawberry one, and then the banana one that Nathan had. She has tiny little finger versions of them. I don't know how she does it or how she thinks of it. Like the banana and the strawberry, she thought of herself. Cat, all four of the ones we used, she thought of herself.
Well, I just gave her a prompt for mine. I said, oh, my favorite colors are yellow and teal.
Yeah.
And that's what she created.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. They're made.
But she has made at least 20 different ones, if
Yeah,
not
so
more.
I like if there's a listener out there that has a really good idea for a dragon and wants our daughter to make one, just let us know.
She's really good at it.
And I
They're
put
so
mine over.
cool. This
Yeah.
is, I named mine Andarna because I'm not creative, so I stole the name
I
from an
named mine-
existing dragon.
Mine's over there, but I named him Swiss because he kind of looks like Swiss cheese.
Cute.
That is pretty cute.
Yeah, she's made some really cool ones. She has like friends at school that ask for them, so she'll make them and bring them to school for them, and she really loves it. She does it constantly.
So she's also talented with her hands, like you guys.
Yeah, she's very artistic. Well, she's like her dad. She's dyslexic and struggles. She has ADHD, and so it's something she can actually sit and focus and do that really brings her a
Yeah.
lot of joy. So
So what's in this episode?
So today we're going to get deep. And viewer discretion advised. If they're small children, we are going to play a sex toy or dog toy
game. Yeah.
I got quite the collection.
Of dog toys.
Of dog toys. I went to the store.
Or maybe both.
Or maybe
both, yeah. I got a lot of new dog toys that...
Dog toys.
So the boys
Just
are
say
going to be
toys.
toys.
Just toys.
The boys are going to be blindfolded. Yep.
Everything's new.
So me and
don't
Katie
worry.
know what they are, but the boys are going to be blindfolded.
They're going to
describe.
They're going to describe the toy and whether they think it's a dog toy or not a dog toy.
And then after that, we are going to discuss.
I like to or not.
or
not a dog toy.
After that, we're going to discuss different types of restraints for dog grooming. Muzzle.
I see the theme for this episode.
Muzzles, groomer helpers, the hammocks, belly bands, all kinds of things. So we're going to get into that, what we like to use and what others might like to use, but we don't prefer.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a would you rather.
Oh,
Yep,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to end with a would you rather. Yep.
from a special guest.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so let's start with getting deep. One.
These ones are the lighter versions.
These are the
of-
BFF editions, so
These
they're
are
nice
BFF.
and peachy.
Okay, this one says, would you rather have the ability to fly or to read minds?
Have we done this one before?
It sounds, I feel like we've
Okay.
done,
I
No,
mean,
we
next.
talked about superpowers.
I feel like
before.
we've dived into this
Yeah,
one too
okay.
much.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, on the quick note though, like I think fly obviously, because mind reading would just make you crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it
You don't
want to
know what people think.
If it doesn't just say it, I don't know. I think I'd
And you
want to
don't.
read
You really
minds.
don't. You really
I
don't.
don't want to know, but I need to
But
know.
if you could turn it off and on,
Flying, people
that
would
be
be
the
like,
difference?
"I'm jealous of you
Yeah,
flying."
not like what was that movie like
What Women Want?
Shallow Hal or
No,
was
What
it
Women
yeah,
Want
where you
with
could
Mel
like
Gibson.
hear everybody's thoughts and it just came at you? That would be terrible. But if you could just like pick and choose
Like, I want to
because
listen to that conversation right now.
Yeah.
yes, I'd be like,
All right, what's this one then?
okay, this one is, what is the best thing about being your age? That's a good question.
Well, I'll start. I just had a
Yeah,
birthday.
you just had a birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess
So-
it'll be pretty late after your birthday.
Well, I had a birthday last month. Most recent birthday out of all of us.
Yes, most recent.
I turned 37, and creeping closer to 40. Yeah, creeping closer to 40 is definitely a.
I meant to do a different noise, but it worked.
Thanks, Katie.
Which
I'm
one are you
getting
gonna
old.
do? The magic one?
Yeah.
Oh, no. The fart's
Instead I
better.
farted and it was funnier.
So the question was the best thing about being my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm well established in my path at this age. You know, I have my child, so I really don't need, and I don't wish to have any more. So that's something that I feel like someone at 37 might be balancing
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
in life right now.
true.
So I'm happy I have my child, and I'm content with her, the one. I feel like I'm settled on my career path. I just feel really stable in the position of life I'm in right now.
So
yeah.
basically, your thing is that you're doing. There's no surprises,
Yeah,
and you're just doing what you're doing.
I'm just content.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that seems like it'd be someone else's downer though.
I think it's all
Right.
a perspective though, because I jive with that.
Yeah.
But being at peace with not struggling, like, oh, I need to find a partner, and I need to find my biological clock is ticking, and I'm like,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
You're
Like,
not wondering what you're going to be when you grow up someday. You're
Yeah.
not trying to figure things out.
so just the contentment that comes with this age, I
Yeah.
think. I mean, there's definitely still things I stress about. Obviously, retirement,
Well, yeah.
it's creeping
Mhm.
closer.
Are we going to be able to have it?
Yeah. And, but I enjoy my life. I'm content with my life right now. And I feel like it comes with my age bracket.
Okay, so okay, Nathan, it's your turn.
So what?
Your age. Your age right now. What are the good things about it?
What's the
I
best
don't
thing
know.
about being your age?
The best thing about being my age?
We should start with how old are you?
I'm 38 right now, or am
Yeah.
I 39?
No, you're 38.
I'm 38. I'm damn near close to 40 years old. What is good about that? Well, I don't fucking know. I'm
You're well
actually,
established.
like I'm pretty happy with where I am right now because like all the things that I wanted to do, like as that I imagined myself doing later, I've done in this last year or so. So like I'm pretty pleased.
You're pretty
but
content.
I'm pretty content, but knowing that the clock is just forever ticking forward has suddenly, the closer I get to 40, the more ominous it gets.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
but it
I'm
was
like, oh
supposed
my
to be a
God, I
good
gotta get,
thing.
Supposed to be a
I
good
gotta get
thing.
my butthole checked. You know, like
Hey,
I gotta
we
have,
have to get our boobs
I gotta
smashed.
have like my testicles checked. Like I'm thinking about all this stuff.
It's
Like,
supposed to be good things, though.
well,
You have 2 beautiful
What's good?
children,
yes,
a
that is good.
home, a business.
What's good thing about being your age, bro?
Oh,
I didn't know you were so negative. He's like positive about everything.
The age thing is freaking me out lately. I don't know. My hair falling out. It's awesome. Not no, okay. Oh, for reals, to be honest. Yeah.
I'm usually the Debbie Downer here.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
No, I feel like people at this age, people take you more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not like people don't see you as a kid no more. Like I swear, into my early 30s, people were still like, "Kid, oh, what's up, son, youngster or something?" You know, so like feeling like an actual adult. I don't think anyone actually ever feels like a real adult. You always just feel like you're.
I don't know. Maybe when you're like solidly gray.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's an illusion, right?
Solid.
Everyone's just like stumbling their way through whatever age they are. But, you know, at heart, I still feel like in my younger days. So I think that's good. I don't know. It just feels like I'm in a good place in my life right now.
Okay.
And I guess that's it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. That was depressing. All right. Well, I'm 35. And so for me, turning 30 was like really exciting because I did have kids younger. I wasn't like super young, but I was 23 when I had my first kid. And so I always felt like a lot of people looked down on me for just like having a kid younger. Like I would say we loved each other and we wanted to have kids, but we weren't necessarily like super financially secure, or, you know, like some people plan and they wait and they, you know, they make sure they have like the best job possible. But we were like at PetSmart, but we were young and in love. So like there was nothing wrong with the choice, but I think to an extent I was always like, oh, people are looking at me like, oh, here's this 23-year-old at PetSmart who had a kid. So turning 30 was very like, I'm not a baby anymore. Yeah. You know, like, so
Yeah.
I really feel like you hit the nail on the head, Kat. I know you were like clowning a little, but I think maybe because you're feeling insecure about your age. But I feel very content with like what I've done. I have my kids, I have my business, I have a home. I'm, you know, very happily married, and I still think I look pretty decent.
Oh,
So,
banging.
I'm, you know, like I'm very happy with who I am today at 35. And like when I was in my 20s, I was so insecure about myself, about what other people thought of me. And I don't feel that way anymore. Like my boobs are not the same boobs that they were as a 20-year-old. And I'm like, you're so dumb. You thought like that you were fat and that you didn't have nice boobs back then. How dumb were you? But now I don't have that same body, but I'm more happy with who I am today and how I look. And like, if you don't like me, that's not my bad. That's your bad.
Yeah.
So I think
So like I'm so much more content with who I am today at this
when
age.
I was in my like earlier 30s to 35, around there, I was really like I felt really great about my age. But as I swear to God, as it's gotten closer to 40, the more I'm like, this is new.
Yeah.
You know, this is a
Panic,
new
yeah.
thing. It's like it's because 30s didn't feel old. 40 feels old.
Okay.
But you know,
Over
I don't
that
know.
hill.
Maybe when I get there, I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's a midlife
Okay.
crisis for a reason, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah, maybe
guess.
that's
what's
God,
going on.
Nathan. He's gonna buy a motorcycle or something. What are
I've
you
already
gonna
had
do?
He's already had
Three.
some.
Had
Corvette.
motorcycles.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a
A
Corvette.
red Corvette convertible.
That would be sick though.
That
I
would
mean,
I mean, it would be. Yeah, I do like a.
could you buy a truck or something I could use for dog shows?
If
Because
I-
that would be
Yeah.
fine.
RV.
Like
Yeah.
like a Toyota Sienna midlife crisis.
You know what though? They're so fucking comfortable. Do that.
I don't have children, and I want to Toyota.
Me too.
Toyota
Well, I
Sienna.
want
They have
one.
it has like the best like cargo room and like
And their
dog
seats
shows.
are so comfortable.
And the stow and go in the back. You just put dog crates on top.
and they last for forever. 200,000
Old ass
miles.
conversation.
Hey. That's an our minivans. Hey, Toyota, you want to sponsor us?
Toyota.
Toyota.
All right, Juan, what about you?
I am 37.
So you're right behind Nathan.
Right behind, yeah.
Do you feel like your clock is ticking?
No, I feel I'm happy where I'm at. I'm accomplished.
Wait a year.
I feel like I know, right? Wait till next year.
Going downhill now.
But I think the best thing about my age is that I can use the excuse like I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, like
The
I'm
drama.
too old to deal with people that are just talking shit or people that don't like me, like you said. Thinking what people like. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for this, and that's my favorite thing.
I don't need the
It's like,
drama.
I'm too old for this shit.
I don't need none of that
Not for me.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go out late and party?
Not for
No
me.
thanks. I'm too old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's a great
Bedtime,
excuse.
9 o'clock.
So if you do want to go out and party, then you can. But then when you don't, you're just like,
It
I'm
is.
old.
It is
too old
really
for that.
nice to be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about any of this.
Yeah.
No.
People are hating or something.
Yeah.
You're just like,
The drama.
I think
You're
being
like, oh, well.
confident and being okay with saying like, nah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah. I used to like very heavily edit myself to make people happy. And now I'm just like, okay, don't care.
but yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, we found the one thing Nathan's negative about his age.
His age.
Well, like
Staring
like,
at himself
it's,
in the mirror at
It's
work.
weird right now because I've also always had like goals, but just recently I'm like I've done all the things, so I'm like, well now, like
need to
what
make
is
new
the goal?
goals.
Is it like to maintain, like just maintain, or like
My goal is to
I think-
visit every country.
damn?
That's my goal.
Every country.
I don't know every country. My
I
goal
think it would
is
be
to
cool, like, to
visit
go-
most countries in the world.
So
That's my goal. If you want me to write a list of every country I've been to, so you can help me if you're in a different country and you would like to see me and Nathan, check and see if we've been there or not.
okay,
We'll still come
influencer,
even if we've been there. Okay.
influencer of the year is a goal that I want.
There you go. Nathan wants to win Influencer of the Year at the Barkley Honors Award. I mean, you've been up for it 3 times now. I think you deserve it. So my vote goes
Well,
to
that's the thing.
you.
A lot of people deserve it, but like
Well, a lot of people do. I'm not saying that
I'm
the
gonna push
people
hard this year.
haven't deserved it. I'm just saying like it's your time.
We'll see. We'll see.
I hope so.
Hopefully I don't get canceled. Hopefully I don't do something incredibly dumb and get canceled.
I think we should really
if you were gonna
have
get canceled, I feel like it would have been last year.
Yeah. I feel like we need another Barkley honor to balance out our shelves.
Well, that too. I mean, 2 years in
Yeah.
a row would be pretty cool. Podcast of the year. Anyway.
if you like us.
2 years in a row, and then the third year you're like, don't just let someone else have it, and then the third year, then the fourth. No,
No, you just
the
keep
third year
going.
you let someone else get it, and then the fourth year you come back and get it again.
You just
Or
keep
we
going.
could just get all 4. You know,
We just keep
True,
going.
true,
just
true.
keep going.
Okay.
it's up to you. It's up to you.
It's up to you. If you like us. No pressure.
If you are a grooming salon owner and struggle keeping up with your finances and always feel behind, look no further. TransFURmational Bookkeeping is here. Founded by a groomer with a background in accounting, TransFURmational Bookkeeping offers bookkeeping, payroll, and budgeting solutions specifically for grooming salons. Wouldn't it be awesome to have someone tell you where every penny went for the month and to quit scrambling every tax season? Check out transformationalbookkeeping.com. TransFURmationalbookkeeping.com.
So, are you guys ready to
I'm
play
ready.
a game?
Yeah.
I like that nervous laugh. Nathan, do you want to go first?
Well, I feel like toys like this are interchangeable for you guys and some of them, right?
Oh, for
Yeah.
us? Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
what are you talking about? Yes, I am assuming so.
okay, viewer discretion advised,
If you have children or if you
All
just
right, hold on. I gotta take my.
or if you don't want to watch.
if you have children or you're not interested in dog toy or not dog toy.
Oh, they're interested.
Yeah, but I'm just saying some people
All
are
the-
not into risque stuff like that. It's just a game. It's just for funsies.
All-
They listen to another grooming podcast.
And-
They're-
I will
all
say
the, all
nothing
the
is
human toys are new.
they're new and nothing is graphic. Not in my opinion, anyways.
No. And the dog toys, most of them are new too.
Is there only the one? We'll
yeah,
take
but
turns.
I'll, we'll take turns.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so should I let him reach in and grab, or should
just put one in my hand.
Just put one in his.
Put one in my hand.
And Nathan is going to describe it for those of you who are only listening and not watching.
Don't smell it. I'm just kidding.
Do you think that will give it away?
It does have a there is a smell. I'm like, hold on a second.
They do kind of.
Describe it, Nathan.
There are a couple
Describe
dog
what you're
toys
feeling.
that are used because they're
Okay,
older.
it's
but-
it feels like a rope, but it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of rough.
Okay.
It has a rough texture, and it is cylindrical.
Okay.
It
What about
has a
size?
kind of a screw shape.
Mm.
So
Or screwing. That's good.
I
Ribbed.
could feel it, like, but there also is these little I could feel the seam on where it was produced. So that's gonna make me think that would cause agitation. You know, I think these little seams would cause agitation, and it's not smooth or soft. You know, it's smoothish, but I have a feeling that this is oh, there's a hole on the top. There's a hole at the end. I'm sticking my finger in it, and why is it greasy?
Ew.
And there's no smell. There's a hole on the other side too. Okay, hold on, wait a second. So does it go through? And I'd say it's about this is about 8 inches.
The average length of 8 inches.
No, okay. See, honestly, it's like 1, 2, 3 inches. It's a little rubbery. I could bend it. I think this is a dog toy because you're supposed to stick things in here. This is a dog toy.
Yes.
It is a dog
It's
toy.
a dog toy.
Okay.
You want to look at it?
Yeah, you want to look at it?
I'll look at it after.
Okay. So are we going to have him do all of his and then switch to one?
Yeah, how many do we want to do? Each.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Okay. They smell rubbery. It's a string with beads. It's a string, but it's a rubber string, and there's like a ring on one side, and so at the very beginning of it, it's maybe 6 or 7 inches long. It's floppy, and it's thin, but all along it there's circles. There's like beads, and they get progressively thicker. They get progressively thicker, the beads, until you get to the end where there's a loop you could wrap your finger around.
I like that you rubbed your nose.
There's no smell to it except for a rubbery smell. They're pretty bendy. I mean, these are beads. These are butt beads.
Yep.
Am I right? Is that what these are?
They are.
They look
Not
like
a
it.
dog toy.
Not a dog toy.
Okay. 2 for 2, baby.
Give him a hard one.
That is a hard one. There is no way.
There was no we.
Okay, so this is like a big round thing,
Okay.
and it's like 2 hands thick. There's no way this is, and it's like hollow in the inside. It's rubbery. You can squeeze it, but it has that same texture. What would you use this for? This has to be a dog toy. There's no way. It's like a tire, but small.
Tire, but
I can't see anything fun being with this for a human being. So I think this has to be a dog. This is a dog toy.
it is a dog toy.
This is a dog toy.
Is the inside hard?
Yeah, it is.
looks like okay.
You
I thought it
wouldn't
would be
want to
softer.
like. No, you wouldn't want to like.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
You're
From
like,
far away, I was like,
"Ow."
oh, that could be both.
Yeah.
Nope. Maybe if you're
It looked like
maybe if
one. That's
you're,
why I was like going with it.
a masochist.
Yeah.
Here, pass
Sorry,
it over to Kat.
this bag did have sand in it at some point. My bad.
There's sand on my hand. I'm like, where
Sorry.
does this come from?
How many
So-
are there? So how many did each boy get? It's
Let
pretty
Katie
funny,
pick
though.
one.
Yeah.
Here, Katie.
Mhm.
Don't let Juan see in the bag.
I'm not even looking.
Good.
I'm trying to find something I can really trick him with, one way or the other. You know,
You ain't gonna trick me, babe. I'm a professional.
I gotta get the sand off of it.
Sorry, I forgot that bag had sand in it.
All right, I'm ready.
It had beach toys in it at one point.
I think that's the one that'll confuse him.
Okay.
It's got sand on it, but ignore the sand.
It's pretty light. She just put it in my hand. It's pretty light. Maybe like. Oh, it's soft though. It's flat on the bottom. It does have a nice soft feel to it. I do. Okay, so there is some spots on it that like seem like it might cause agitation, so that throws me off. But it's like round, so okay, it feels like an egg in my hand right now, but it's flat on the bottom, so it sits up. It's like an egg, but with like there's lips at the top. The fuck,
Lips?
or what the heck is that? Yeah, there's like it's like a flower or something, and there's a hole at the top. My finger fits in there. Okay, wait a second. All right. It's really soft too, and it's like soft, so it feels nice in your hand on the skin. And okay, I put it in my hand. It's like an egg shape. It's a flower shape. It's a flower shape, like a flower, like a rosebud. And there's a hole at the top. I wonder if it does like a suction thing. This is a human toy.
How did you guess that? You like described it to a T.
Yeah.
I don't know how you
It's
did
literally
that.
a rose.
Yeah, I think they're called a rosebud.
It's so soft. Like I could like. Is this for like? I mean, should I say?
Is
Is
this
this
for
like? Is this
skill
like for
play?
for like clitoral stimulation?
It is.
Right
The
on.
diddle the skittle.
What is that? 4 for 4?
Flick the bean.
I'm invincible in this. You guys can't. You
Invincible? What the
you
fuck
guys
is
can't. You guys can't get me.
Invincible?
Am I
What's
done now?
invincible?
Am I done?
No.
I'm ready to.
How many was that for him?
That's 4.
Okay.
5 for 5, baby.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, my hand is out. Oh, okay. First thought, it's kind of weighty, and I can tell it's longer.
Not
Oh my-
heavy, weighty.
Weighty.
All right, it's weighty. Oh, and it's like when you hold it at one end and swing it up and down, it like wag. It like
Can you helicopter it?
yeah, but it's rubbery. It has a rubbery texture. So like maybe if it was like lubricated, but there's no holes in it. So like I think so it's long. It's a bulbous at one end, and then it gets thinner, and then more bulbous towards the middle, and then thinner again, and then bulbous again. But I think if it was like a dog toy, there'd be places to like put stuff into it.
Mm.
Oh, it's squeezy on one side. I'm not-
I like his description.
Can you even smell?
No, it doesn't have a-
No, but I'm saying your nose sounded so stuffy when
it
you
doesn't
did
have
that.
it doesn't have a smell. But there's sand. Okay, so the sand on it is throwing me off
Sorry.
because like I
The
don't
other bag
know.
was see-through, so I put it in
So
this
I
bag.
feel like in a pinch, this thing, I don't know. The rubberiness is throwing me off, and like, why is it squeezy on one side? It almost feels like a boomerang, like I could throw it. Okay, it's super throwable. Yeah, it's
super-
way throwable, and like, I mean, it does have the. I think in a pinch it could be a human toy, but I think in reality it's designed as a dog toy.
God, I thought we were really
I
gonna get
thought
you
we were
this
gonna- It is a
time.
dog toy.
How do you do that?
5 for 5.
All right, you have
Yay.
one last one, and
Okay,
then you're
one
done.
last one. Okay, this one's really like floppy, and it's soft. Oh my god! I think I'm like holding a finger. Okay, I'm the end of it, whatever it is. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm feeling the tip of this thing. And if I'm not mistaken, this is like it has like a mushroom tip. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna go down a little bit. All right. It's ribbed. Okay. But that last one was ribbed. So it's really squeezy and it's really floppy. It's maybe 6 or 7 inches long. Oh, it gets thicker as it goes down. It does have a mushroom like tip though. So more than halfway down, it gets thicker and then it's hard. But it's soft. It's soft. It's really soft. Okay, here we go. Wait, there's something at the end. It's really hard. Does a battery go in here? Hold on. Can I turn this motherfucker on? Why is it so thin though? Like, who wants this? This is a human toy, but it's like really, this has got to be a human toy because this has to be in the shape of a penis. It's a really thin one. Am I tripping, or is this like or is this a fingertip?
Are you giving your final answer, or
It's curved. Okay, it's curved up. Interesting. So held at a outward angle, it curves up. This is a human toy, for sure, 100%.
God, you're right. I really keep hoping that you're gonna mess up.
Okay, take your
All right,
blindfold
that's
off.
it. Yeah, you're done.
I'll show you your items.
Oh my God! Yeah, okay.
You described them really
Yeah.
well. Like, to be fair,
Now
your
pressure's on. I'm
description-
like, oh shit, I have to be descriptive.
Oh, the beads. Yeah. This boy's thin boy.
yeah,
Maybe it's like a training.
that's why it's unused.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's a lot of similarities here. Oh, damn it. The rose is right dead on.
That's why we were like, what the fuck?
I was
I
like,
think it's called
egg.
a rosebud too.
Put them back over there for now because
Okay, give me the
I
blind.
have, you have to give Juan the blindfold. That was impressive,
That was-
Nathan. I'm not sure if I
very
should be
good.
impressed or like disturbed a little with how good that was.
I'm a professional, babe.
Just test the gay man now.
Okay. Here we go. I don't know if I'm going to be as descriptive as Nathan.
You got to.
Well,
can be.
Okay,
Give,
so
give us the hand feel right when it goes in your
I
hand,
feel
how
like
heavy.
the first like 2, he wasn't as descriptive, but he built, you know?
Okay, my hands are
Okay.
clammy because I'm nervous.
Oh my God, okay.
Well, it's
Ready?
okay. Some of them have sand on them.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. It is a rubber, ribbed. It's a circle. It's about 3 inches wide across
Nice.
diameter. It's blue, and I'm just kidding. It feels. I don't know if this could even be for humans, because if like the circle, it's open in the middle and it's like really wide. So I don't. This has to be a dog toy.
It's a
Yeah.
dog toy.
Okay.
Good job. Good
Nice.
job. Good
One
job.
for
for
one.
one,
All
one
right.
for
All
one.
right. All right.
All right, Juan. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure going
I
second.
know.
Oh my God.
We had to. The boys had to come up with some sort of challenge for us to do now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blindfolded.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
I'm nervy. Okay. Okay. So the end, it feels like a scrubby brush. Like for, wait. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, like 5 inches long. The tip. Okay. So this feels like those, the rubber things with the long stringy,
Yeah.
the koosh balls.
Yeah.
It's like a very short koosh ball.
Oh,
The tip.
is it like soft or?
It is very soft. It's rubbery. It moves with you. So if you wanted to,
Oh.
okay, all right. Then it goes into like a thinner. Then I keep going, and then there's like a whole. Okay, so you can hold up. There's like a grip at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so okay.
Uh-oh. What does it smell like?
It smells like a dog toy. It's a dog toy. Is it? Please, let me get dog toy.
It's a dog toy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so technically, it isn't a dog toy. It's a cleaner. A Kong,
Okay,
a Kong
okay.
cleaner.
A
Yeah.
Kong
Okay.
cleaner. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it felt like a
Let me
bottle
feel.
opener, a bottle cleaner.
But
Okay, do you think you would have guessed dog toy before smelling it?
Probably not.
You think you might have guessed human?
I think so because
Can we
okay,
smell
so
it?
I'm going to be weird, but like
Yeah.
it could be like a prostate massager. Like I was thinking, like
yeah.
I was
The-
thinking,
you know?
like a G spot.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Or
okay.
that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
or I guess for
I don't
women
know,
it would be for
Yeah.
That's super funny.
okay.
You got it though. You got
Okay,
it. You're
2
2
for
for
2.
2.
Okay,
2 for
here I
2.
go.
Okay. Let me see. What do we have? Okay. Oh shit. Wait, hold on. I'll do that
Your
one next.
blanket?
No, a piece of it came out, but I'll give you something else. Here.
Okay, it's heavy and it fills my entire hand. There's one side that's open, and it looks okay. It feels oh. This is a Kong.
Yeah.
This is a Kong.
That one is used by the dogs.
Okay, yeah. I was like, this is a Kong. We know this.
It's used.
Well, Kongs are expensive, man. So I was
Are
like,
they?
I'm not buying another one. I
Yeah.
have a bunch at home.
Good thing they're
3 for 3.
indestructible. Okay.
Okay, 3 for 3.
3 for 3. Okay. This is immediately softer than everything else.
That's the thing. Like
The material is so soft. It starts, okay, so it feels like there's like a little, this is like a ball, like a little, okay, so like a head.
Mhm.
And then it gets skinny and then big and then skinny and then a little bit. Okay. So they're progressively getting bigger as you go. And then it gets big at the end. And then there's like a pulley handle. I feel like so that way you can hold on so things don't get too far in places. You can pull it out of wherever you need to. Probably not a dog mouth. So I am assuming, I'm not going to smell it, but I'm assuming this is human.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
So soft. So soft.
Turn off the cricket.
Oh my gosh.
That does seem to be the main.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Number
Okay.
5.
So this is long. This is long. There's a swirl to it. Okay, oh my gosh, this is long.
She's a double.
It's like
hitter.
four hands long with balls at the end. I'm gonna smell this one. Okay, it smells like straight up rubber. And I feel, okay, this, I think if you're ambitious, it could be human, right? Because anything if you try hard enough. But I'm pretty sure this is a dog toy.
Yes, it's a dog toy.
That was an older one because I couldn't find the new version of that.
Okay, I'm better than I thought I would be.
Yeah.
You were worried
Okay.
about it. Okay, hold on. This one's okay. This one has a lot of sand on it. So
Because
sorry.
the texture of it.
Okay.
You'll never guess.
Okay. Okay, so I feel like this is a nice size. It's a very nice size, a full 2 hands. The end of it does feel mushroom shaped as well. And there's a very nice definition right underneath the lip of this. It feels ribbed for pleasure. Maybe a little vascular, a little veiny. It's thick, very thick. And it feels like there's something you can plug in on the end for power.
Mm.
So I'm thinking this is human.
You are
It
correct.
has to be human.
This is a human toy. That's so funny.
You
Okay,
like,
that's
oh, this
did
feels
it.
like it. I
you
did it.
That's 6 for 6. You can take your blindfold off. I saved this one just for you.
Oh my god.
She's a monster.
Damn.
It's a he.
It's
Oh, it's a he. I'm so sorry. Well, here's the Kong brush and the.
oh, okay.
I think the
this is
Kong
so
brush.
soft.
I wanted to give that one to Nathan, but I couldn't find it in the bag.
I think
So-
the Kong brush would have fooled me.
You think so? Well, he said it would have fooled him if it wasn't for the smell.
If it wasn't for the smell, yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
'cause
smell test
to
did
me
it.
it looked like a stimulator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it like kind of made me think of like the toys that you like run over your body and it like
Yeah.
the like pinwheel like where I thought like maybe it's for like stimulating
sensory.
or sensory.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was fun.
That was fun.
So I do think the huge thing that like, well, number one, we're all really immature, and whenever we gave a sex toy, I think we all laughed more. But number two, I do think the sex toys give themselves away by being so soft, and dog toys aren't soft.
Because
So I feel like if we find some soft dog toys, maybe we'll be able to trick. So,
I think I'm going to be honest, and I think we are untrickable.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
everybody,
I think that's a new
if
challenge.
you have a toy, a dog toy,
dog or human
Human.
that you think you can trick the boys with, send in your submissions.
new dog toy.
Well, yeah,
new
I didn't
human
actually
toy.
mean send it. I meant like send their ideas.
Yeah, okay. I was
Yeah,
like, if
and-
you
I
send
mean,
us anything,
you can order it via Amazon as well or something, and like ask for our address. But yeah, don't
or
send
message Katie or Kat.
Yeah, DM them personally so we don't see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I honestly think we would be undefeated. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone could come up with anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on a mission now.
mission accepted.
Mission accepted. All right.
That was fun.
Well, let's get to the meat. Well, I mean, I
To the meat.
know.
So we are going to talk about restraints we use in the salon for dogs. So I would say one of the biggest restraints that we do use, but there are other people who don't believe in them, are muzzles.
Yeah.
Well, also they do exist.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
like it when people say
Don't
I don't believe in that
don't-
because it is a thing.
Yeah.
Don't
And they're
believe
real.
it.
It is real. It does exist.
So
But yeah,
don't
I know what
believe
you
in
mean.
using them. Yeah. So I mean, I've always been a proponent of muzzles. I do think, obviously, there's a time and a place. I try not to over muzzle. And you want to make sure you're giving dogs breaks and different things like that.
Yeah,
And
I think
I
they
don't
could-
want to just force a dog through stuff, but at the
Right.
same time, like sometimes for my safety and the dog's safety.
Yeah, because I have muzzle dogs not just for biting, but I have muzzle dogs for excessive licking.
Yeah.
Mm,
Because
mhm.
I've had more incidences of dogs like licking at the shears than I care to have. And sometimes you get their tongues
Yeah.
or they get it on the, so.
Well, actually, I do also, I think muzzles can be calming. Not for every
Yeah.
dog, but there are some dogs that I have, they're terrible, they're biting, they're fighting. And the moment I put the muzzle on, they're like at peace. And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, there's a theory behind that. So dogs
The
have
pressure.
an acupressure point in the back of their,
Mm.
right behind their occiput. And so that's like the gentle leader. That's the whole premise behind that too. Is not, it puts the pressure there, and then it also works like a horse halter, right? But muzzles also put pressure right there.
That being said, though, I do think. Come here, Jetty. Come on, Jetty. Come on, old woman.
Get her a muzzle.
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
She's like,
She's having a
what?
hard. Come on. Up.
Okay.
That wasn't awkward at all.
She's really old. She couldn't jump. I could tell she was thinking about jumping, but
Well,
was
I
worried.
think she could have
But,
jumped if nobody was on the couch, but
I
working
will
around
s-
you guys with cataracts wasn't easy.
I will say though, there are people that way overuse muzzles.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think we do about, our salon does around 30 dogs a day when we're full,
Mhm.
and I think we'll use a muzzle maybe every couple days. Someone will use.
Yeah, I
one.
was gonna say I don't.
So
even
it's not
think
like
we
an
use it
everyday.
daily.
Even out of 30 dogs, there's not like someone using one every day.
Yeah.
So we're
I do think we're lucky too, though, because we work with a lot of people. So, like, if we have a dog that is struggling for nails, we would prefer to have somebody hold the dog
Yeah.
while somebody does the nails over muzzling. But I
Yeah.
know not every salon has people for that or team like support in that way. So I do understand that that's not always a viable option.
Yeah, I don't use muzzles often, but I do use them when necessary. I am very thankful for starting at PetSmart and getting drilled into my head like no more than 15 minutes at a time or else,
Yeah.
So I'm very conscious of like how long it's on. I don't set a timer for 15 minutes, but
But
I'm
you're
more
just
aware
paying
of like,
attention.
okay,
Yeah.
it's been on for a long time. Let
And
me
the
work on something where you
signs.
can't reach. And
Or
you know,
watch their
and I don't need
breathing
the
and-
muzzle.
Or give them
Yeah.
a break.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are necessary
Seeing
sometimes.
how stressed they are.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Because a dog can overwork themselves and overheat themselves very quickly.
Yeah.
So that's something important when you're using muzzles is watching the dog's behavior. Are they breathing at a steady rate? Are they panicked? Are they, are their tongues turning purple?
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. Like some have the open muzzles, or some that have closed muzzles. Are they able to pant? Because there are dogs that will put loose muzzles on.
Yeah.
And it just like basically distracts them.
Mhm.
But they can fully pant and everything.
yeah. Well, what's the next one? Groomer's helper. What do you guys think about that?
So
We
I've
used to use them.
Yeah.
Like when we were at PetSmart,
Yeah.
they provided them.
So when I was at PetSmart, they did not have them.
Yeah, I think it was in our later, and then we had them at our last salon. And so I did use them in the beginning, but I do feel like for me personally, I don't use them anymore. I do know people use them. I think they can be really helpful, but I also think like if you're not using them properly, again, that's like something that you could potentially hurt a dog. I actually did have an incident with a groomer's helper where I had a dog hooked up to the groomer's helper and I was trying to do nails, and the dog, I don't know if it was just like the position it was in. So I don't know if it was user error on my part or if because the dog was a really old dog, or if it was a combination of things. But while I was doing the nails, he did like end up passing out. And then I remember you were there, Kat, and we did CPR on the dog, or you did CPR on the dog while I freaked out. And then the dog came back and was fine. And we called the owners to come and pick it up. And I know they brought it to the vet, but
I think just like any other like thing, you just got to be careful.
that was
You-
and that was a long time ago. That was like minimum like 8 years ago, if not longer.
8 to 10 years. Yeah.
And after that, I stopped using it because I was so freaked out that something like that would happen to me again, and I never want that to happen.
I feel like it just puts too many pressure points on the dog.
Yeah.
And that's where, especially if you're creating downward tension by holding the dog, like say the
Right.
dog's on the groomer's helper on a regular noose as well, because to use the groomer helper, you have
Lead.
to have a regular lead. Some people call them nooses. A regular lead, and then it has a clip at the bottom that you clip the groomer helper to the arm, right? But then some people create downward pressure by going over the dog and like picking up its leg, right? If you're doing nails.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're creating downward pressure on that dog's neck, but then it can't move from side to side to relieve the pressure on their windpipe.
Right.
So I feel like they can be pretty dangerous for being something so simple.
Right.
Mhm.
And it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I literally don't use them because
Well,
of that.
there was that dog that died in a salon, and I believe that was due to the groomer's helper. It was like a Dachshund or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a few years ago.
I think I remember that.
And I believe that was the groomer helper. I mean, obviously the groomer wasn't paying enough attention to the
Right.
dog's body
Improper
signal.
use.
But I rarely use them. If I do, it's mostly for my own dog to keep him from just keeping him straight.
Mm.
Like, because
Mhm.
if a lot of dogs just want to spin and say, so he's not being aggressive about it. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
keep him in a straight line.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times now, like I just work hard on training the dog to do what I want them to do. So
Mhm.
I'm like working with them. Like, I want you to stand. And I know that's not always
I do think-
possible, but like,
I do think it has its place though.
yeah. I'm not saying don't use
I
it.
think people like aggressive or dogs that are trying to bite you a lot. It can help out a lot.
Mhm.
Because I was thinking like I haven't used one of those a groomer's helper in probably 5 years, but my clientele is I have good clientele, and I mean even if I did have a bitey dog, I would rather just have him on a lead.
I was gonna say,
Like, I
Nathan,
think
you're
that's
so
just-
full of shit because you groom dogs all the time that you're like, this dog's not bad, and we're like, dude, yes it is, and you just love it though. You're just like so vibey with you're like, "Do-do-do-do-do."
But I also have like all of us, I think I have a more advanced
Well,
ability
you've been
to
grooming
read
for 18 years.
and work
Mhm.
with a dog and like. So I do think a groomer's helper has its place, but I do think some people can overuse it, just like a muzzle.
Mhm.
It like you don't want to become reliant on it. There's some people
Right.
that only groom a dog with the groomer's helper.
Well, and I
Um,
just think improper use, because I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure it was partially me not doing something properly and partially the fact that the dog was old. And I'm just like so incredibly grateful that dog was okay.
Yeah.
So what about the hammocks? Have you guys used those?
Hammocks and belly bands.
And belly
I think they're
bands.
kind of in the same.
Yeah. So I've
I
never.
think the hammock.
Yeah, I've never used a hammock.
I think the
I've never
hammocks are
used one.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're fun.
So-
Like the ones where the legs are just coming out,
Oh, not
like a
Oh, you're-
pug
Yeah,
or
do you
something.
use
talk about-
those?
we have a belly band.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that we use, and it goes. We put it on the second arm, and it goes underneath their like abdomen to hold them up if
Mhm.
they like sit a lot. If they're too thin, I think it like cuts too much into the
Yeah.
abdomen. So what we have something that's probably maybe like 5 inches like wide,
Yeah.
5 or 6 inches wide. So it covers. So it more like holds them versus like.
Cutting
Because I
into
feel like if they're
them.
too thin, it will work because they won't want to sit because it's painful.
I
But if
agree.
something's just like hugging their abdomen, just like a cummerbund or like a big thick belt or
Yeah.
something, they feel more support, and I feel like they won't need to push into their abdomen as much or try to sit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think if they're thicker, they're useful. But I mean, I don't. They get in the way when I need to do a haircut, so
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
use them at all. I'd
I
rather just
also
hold them up.
think I think it depends too, right? Like as same as everything else, I think some people probably overuse them. But I do think, I know we all have groomed the dog that sits perpetually and so you're like up,
Yep.
up. And it can be annoying. But I agree. Like I see far too many people like post pictures or videos and like you can tell the dog is uncomfortable. The strap is too thin. The dog is just like pulling the whole time down on it. I imagine that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, try to
and
think-
something
Go ahead.
something that could help with dog sitting. A lot of people don't think is a paw mat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it helps with the dog's fatigue and it's more comfortable on their little tootsies.
Yeah.
Um,
Agreed.
Well, I was gonna say, think about why this dog is doing this, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Is this dog doing it because it's old and it's got like hip problems or spine problems, right? So maybe it needs a break.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
but you can
Let
use the
him
belly
sit for a
band,
while.
yeah.
a couple minutes,
I
and then be
do-
like, let her sit down and
Do
work
the
on
front
the
of the
feet
dog,
or
yeah.
the ears.
It definitely does make me feel away when I see a dog on social media and it's like an old dog and it's just like it has like the thin one and it's like pressing on their stomach. I always feel like imagine like
And they're just old.
a rope, a tree on or like a rope between
Yeah.
two trees and you just like laying on the rope on your stomach. Like that would hurt.
I've seen
Yeah.
people use like leads or like a slip lead,
Yeah.
and like instead it's like
don't
do not,
that.
Yeah.
do not.
You
do
can
the slip lead for
also
that.
cause overuse of it. It can cause internal damage
Yeah.
from
Well,
Their little
especially
organs.
imagine what if they're like putting so much pressure trying to sit down.
How much of it do you think is like a quest to make an item that groomers want
yeah.
by manufacturers? And like because I feel like all of those products are great
They have
or
their
like they have
uses,
their
yeah.
uses, but like if you're really like have the knowledge and the practice, you shouldn't like most dogs. You shouldn't need any of them. Just a proper fitting lead.
Yeah.
But that is something when we go travel around. Like that is something that I see lacks a lot. Is people like they'll have a groomer's helper on, but the lead is loose. So I'm like, what's the point of that? You know?
Yeah.
Well, it's just like when you see someone walking a dog on a gentle leader on a flexi lead.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's like, what are you trying to
What are
accomplish
you
here?
doing? But yeah, I've
for-
never used a hammock.
I've never used a
And
hammock.
I mean, I see them in the videos. It's like, that's like lightweight funny,
Yeah.
but I don't think I would ever use one if I'm being
It
totally
doesn't
honest.
seem just from looking at it. It doesn't seem like it would cause the dog any like
Pain.
like a
I don't think it
a
would
strap
cause
would.
them any like discomfort. Number one, for me, I just think like getting it set up would be so time consuming. I'd rather
And
just
if the
do
dog's
the
trying
thing.
to bite you, getting it into the hammock.
I see
seems
the
like
use
it'd be a
case
problem.
as pug.
Yeah.
The pug
Yeah.
use case.
It's
Yeah,
like-
but I feel like they fight enough that like.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
stick them in the
that's true.
hammock, and just legs out.
No, but I'm saying
Just
they're
ring.
already like.
I feel like hammocks are mainly for nails, right? Because what else would
Yeah.
you use them for?
Well,
Put me in the
pads.
hammock. I'll sit
Yeah,
in it.
that looks relaxing.
Yeah.
Pads, nails, yeah.
Pads,
so it
nails,
just seems
feet.
time consuming for something that to me is like not like I mean
More trouble than
maybe
it's
it's just
worth.
because we've been grooming for 18 years, but when I like nails, even on bad dogs, take
But
me
also-
like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But we
and
also
feet and
will
pads.
we'll share with each other.
We do
If-
help each
so
other.
anytime a pug comes in, one of us
Who's
takes the
holding?
pug
The water
and holds
weenie.
it to their
The water
chest with their
weenie.
legs out. You know,
Sometimes
Yeah.
sitting because the water weenie effect.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
to slip out.
but like I could see being by yourself. You're like, oh man, hammock. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you work by yourself, you might have to use.
Yeah.
More
Mm,
of these things.
most are-
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be smart about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then the only other one I wanted to touch on, right, is the actual loop we use, right? Because some salons still utilize, I think, the self-tightening loops a lot. And I'm not saying that I don't have a single self-tightening loop, but I would say 99.9% of the time I'm using a regular noose,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to use that
a
word.
loop. I'd call it a loop. A noose is a self tightening thing. I'd say.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, I guess. A loop, like a regular loop, but I do think the self-tightening ones can be so dangerous.
And I feel like they cause the dogs to panic more.
Yeah.
The only time I will use them are just those dogs that go, they are just being slightly annoying with like slipping out their heads
Yeah.
out.
They'll wiggle out.
So I would say I have a small handful of dogs that always manage to get the
Huskies.
lead off. No matter how hard I try, they're like magic.
Yeah.
And they're just like, bloop, I'm out.
Something we don't have on our list, but I actually find them useful are the harness ones that go under their arms.
Oh,
Instead of on their throat.
Oh God, what are they called?
Oh.
Like the rescue, or they rescue something? Or
No.
Trach saver.
Trach saver.
Trach
Trach saver.
saver. I do like those a lot.
Because we do have a lot of dogs with collapsing tracheas, or we have a dog that has a mega esophagus.
or
and
the
she can-
elderly dogs. I just
Elderly.
like it on really elderly
Or-
dogs.
This
We
sounds
use
weird,
that
but those
probably
do-
the most out
Yeah.
of any besides a regular loop.
Yeah. But or those dogs who are like suicidal and want to walk off the table, those work really well.
Yeah. So I feel like that is a really good product. I,
like 'em
do
for
use
old-
that a lot.
The oldies.
Yeah.
I love it for old dogs because I do feel like they're just fragile, and
Mhm.
it makes me feel better having it under the arms instead of across their
Across the
neck.
Mhm.
So-
But yeah, that
Trach
was something-
savers, AGP approved.
AGP approved.
I mean, they're all AGP approved. Just using
We
We'll
have
use
use
with
them smartly.
responsibility.
use responsibly.
And there's other things that we didn't really talk about, like e-collars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I feel like those are
e-collars.
more
The hamster
cat.
balls.
Yeah,
the
I feel
air
those are
muzzles.
more cat
Yeah.
Well,
or
like at
brachycephalic breeds.
our last salon, I feel like they used e-collars a lot as
Yeah.
opposed to muzzles, and I was not a fan
We always got
because
whacked.
we would always get hit with the e-collars, but I feel like they just felt like muzzles were mean, and I don't feel like muzzles are mean. I don't
Right.
think they should be overused. I think they should be fitted properly and used correctly. But I think that was why they used e-collars more than anything else. And I'm not the e-collar just gets in your way.
It is helpful when the dog is
And then-
clawing you for their feet. They're not biting you, but they're clawing
Well, no,
at you.
opposite. You do the opposite.
You just put it on upside down so they can't
Mhm.
stick their legs up
so
and
they
scratch
can't
you.
scratch you. But
While
we don't
you're
have that problem that
No.
much anymore. It's odd because I feel like we don't. A lot of those things we don't even get anymore. What are you doing?
Taking
Taking
pictures.
pictures.
So I think
Okay.
I think our last thing is we should
Okay,
do that.
then.
Yeah.
Taking pictures because we always forget to
God.
take pictures.
Oh, you're kissy face.
Cute.
So we have one more thing because this is a long one, but we have one more. Would you rather? All right. So this is from. She's about to say, but here it goes.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Ann Sexton, Kelsey Ann Groomstagram, and my would you rather question for you guys is would you rather get bit in the face or bit in your scissor hand?
That's a brutal question, but off the top of my
I'll go with face.
how bad is okay? I want to know how bad is the bite? Like, am I
straight to the face?
Am
My
I
face is already messed up, so
am I disfigured for life? Like, or
Well, it
will
really-
I not be able to work again with my scissor hand? These are questions I need to know. Like, will my face be permanently disfigured, and or will my hand not be able to work anymore?
Okay. I think if your face was disfigured and your hand stopped working, if that was the option,
Then I'd give up my face. Sadly,
I'd give up my face
I'd give
too.
up my
like
face.
And but
sadly.
also like dudes with, I would just upgrade
Fuck
us to
you.
a 6 scar. They'd be
Yeah,
like, oh,
that's
6
true.
scar, bro, and I'd be like, yeah, you know,
Good
and,
for
and
you.
my hand works.
Good for you.
Well, I have had both happen to
Me
me.
too.
So,
Me too.
One time, a Pomeranian. I was working at PetSmart. And I was in the bite zone. Oh no! It was a nail trim, and it
Right up.
reared up,
Mm,
and I was behind it. I was holding it for someone, and it reached back and it bit me with its head tipped back, and it got me in my inner lip and right below my eye.
Well,
But it wasn't that bad. It bled and everything. But
see, they tell you bite zone.
Yeah.
bite zone. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
So you'd rather have that than the hand?
Yeah, for sure. Because my hand, when you get bit, especially on the fingers, when like right in the little joints,
Such
and
a
stuff,
groomer answer. Bite me in the face.
Yeah.
it like it hurts, and it hurts for a while. Like my face, yeah.
I agree. I think
One.
I would rather get bit in the face because I'm a fucking baby when I have a hangnail on my thumb that I use to scissor. So I imagine if I got bit in my hand and like I had to work, that would be painful as hell.
Okay.
But what if it was like lose a finger or lose your nose?
I'll lose a finger.
I would lose a finger if I was going to lose.
Can
a
we pick
finger.
our finger?
I'll lose my pinky.
No, it would be your index.
I could lose that. I don't use that for
I can
Yeah,
still
you
scissoring.
don't
scissor.
use that for scissor. If I could still scissor, yeah.
I'll lose the finger over the nose.
Yeah. I
You
think you're
too?
right. Yeah.
And so if it was just like a
I
bite,
get one of those magnet.
if it was
noses.
just a bite on the face or the hand, I'm taking the hand.
I've
Yeah.
never been bitten
It
in
would
the face.
only be like I'll only pick face if my hand is gonna permanently not be able to do its job anymore because like I need this job. This is all I fucking know how to do, and I won't make money otherwise.
So I got bit by my own cat. She was a foster cat in my hand, and I was afraid that it was gonna be really bad because it was a cat bite, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And it ended up getting to like right here,
Oh, shit.
and then it fixed. But I was worried I was gonna
And good thing I didn't go to the doctor because I didn't die.
didn't die. I was tempted.
Bad
You're
I
just
was
watching it. You're
marking
just
it every
watching
day.
it climb up your arm, just like, oh, maybe.
Okay, so
If it
anybody
gets to the elbow, if it gets to the elbow,
Yeah.
anybody listening, if you get a cat bite, please go to the doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, cat-
it's dangerous.
I was very young.
Don't
and
listen to
I
us
was
and our
afraid-
old people's stories because we've done this so many times, like not gone to the doctor.
I
when we
was
should've.
afraid the
Mhm.
cat was gonna be put down because I was really young. I was
So
like
would
20.
you rather lose your hand or the cat at the time?
At the time, it would have been my hand probably.
yeah.
Oh my god!
But now, the
I would have been
cat.
like, "Sorry, girl, you gotta go."
Sorry, gal.
She was a crazy cat, though, right?
Yeah,
Cat.
she was one of those cats I had.
What
to,
an animal lover!
I
you are.
had to. She was a foster. She never got adopted, obviously, because
the cat
she had
just
issues.
takes your
She
hand.
So I'd have to sedate her every 6 months and shave her because she would get mad and
Mm.
wouldn't clean herself. And I was trying to. This is before she was young, like maybe a year old, and I was trying to give her like a bath and flip the fuck out.
Almost lost your hand.
Cat.
My hand's fine.
No, it just has holes in
And
it.
you know, it actually no, that one didn't scar.
Your hand is not fine.
It is fine.
It's
Don't
pretty
you have,
good.
did you have water that you can go from one hole to the other or something?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine
It's fine.
No biggie.
though. Well, those are created by hairs. That's another issue.
Okay, Kelsey, we want to know what would you rather and like what are your stipulations?
Yeah,
Because like mostly I'm like hand bite. So
mostly hand. bite.
mostly hand bite unless
Face
it's
bite.
permanent
Yeah.
damage.
If I'm
Well,
sore for a few days,
No,
hand.
same thing though. Actually, I shouldn't say only if it's permanently. Like if it's gonna take like a year of rehabilitation, no thanks. Like for my hand, like I don't have a year to waste on rehabilitation. But if it's gonna be like it hurts for like a couple weeks, I can do that.
So it
Otherwise,
depends,
I'm still-
Kelsey.
no.
It
It
depends.
really depends.
I'm still going face.
You have to
But-
pick. It's a would you rather. You have to
Face.
pick. Face.
Face.
I'm face.
Hand.
Face.
I'm gonna pick hand because we're not saying like for sure one or the other.
Okay, good. That we all have our answers.
Because I'm 90% hand.
We all have our crosses to bear.
90% hand. Now I just picture Katie. A hand with boobs.
I'd
Okay.
still love you with a disfigured face, Nathan.
I would love you too with a disfigured face, baby.
I'd love. all
Would
of
you love me if I had no nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get one of those magnet ones. Bloop.
Mhm.
So
Magnet
lonely.
noses?
I would.
Yeah, there was a guy who like lost.
Of course,
Like,
I would love you.
he had to have his like all his nose, and he had like
We could take the
nasal-
nose off every now and then.
he had like
Oh my
nasal
God.
cancer, and so it was just like a hole, and they just put like magnets in the skin and made a prosthetic on it. And it just went. Bloop.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it.
Good for him.
And
Imagine the party
technology just
trick.
gets better.
You're like looking at a little kid, and all of a sudden you're like, ah. Take your
You're like,
nose
let me
off.
smell it. And you just like put it in your nose hole. Like,
Yeah. The little kid's like, oh my
Wait,
God.
what about that? I got your nose trick.
Yeah, a little kid
Got your
does that.
nose.
You're like,
and then you
"Got your
turn
nose."
around and really take your nose off and turn around. You're like,
You're like,
"Ah,
where's my nose?
my nose. Give me my nose.
That'd be so cruel.
Nathan would have so much fun if he lost his nose.
Okay, but I want to put it out to the universe that I do not want to be bit in the face or lose my nose.
Yes, we don't want any of this to actually happen.
No.
Don't make this happen.
Yes, please.
Thanks.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on another grooming podcast, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Dude, you got to move the microphone out of the way.
Oh, to fully dance?
So it's not so awkward.